So, if you watch a lot of self-improvement videos, you may start to think that life is all about constantly achieving success in work or fitness or like material things as well, money. But I just wanted to film myself. I haven't really posted anything in a while because I do struggle recording things. But I just wanted to film myself and film this moment when I'm actually feeling happy and emotional in the present, which if you're looking for a good life and you're putting in the work and you become emotionally stable and you are able to deal with problems in life, solve problems, like all the things we strive for, trying to improve ourselves, it will also be easier to really appreciate happiness when you find it, because happiness is not a constant thing. It's more like something that randomly happens to us at certain moments. You can feel it, of course. You can have a rather constant feeling of happiness. I mean, that's certainly possible. And I have that most of the time. Sure, you cannot always be happy, but I'm pretty satisfied. But moments when you're like really feel really happy, those are more rare. But you can that's a bit of fireworks here. They like that sometimes. But I was just making this video because I'm staying here in Spain, and I actually live in a part of a country where there are always people everywhere, and there's always noise everywhere. There are always traffic, airplanes, people, whatever, things like that. And I'm now in a place, like Spain is a pretty noisy country, so don't get me wrong, but once you are actually in nature, which is quite easy if you're in the countryside, if you get out of your pueblo, you can easily find places like this where you feel rather happy. Because that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Like I'm here in a spot I feel emotional about it. I'm here in a mountainous spot, so I'll change the camera to show you. So I'm in this amazing place in the mountains, which is actually not so far away from where I'm staying, and you cannot see how awesome these views of the mountains actually are, because it's very misty and it's going to be storming after an hour or so. So I need to actually get back to the pueblo, which you can't see from here, but let me show you the background here as well. Like, this is serious mountain stuff. But what makes me happy it's not just the view, it's just what makes me happy is finding a place where it's just completely silent in a natural sense. So you hear the sound of the wind, you hear birds, an insect maybe, but that is not artificial sound. So what bothers a lot of people nowadays, and especially me with autism, is artificial sound. Such as, like I said, like cars. And what also bothers me, if you live in a very densely populated country like mine, that there are always people everywhere. And I like feeling freedom sometimes and being alone. I love being alone, and I have autism. So I feel here, I'm like, it's not just that the landscape is stunningly beautiful, but the sense of space, freedom, and the quiet. You know, occasionally you hear an airplane very far away, but where I live, it's like constantly thundering in the sky because of these airplanes, and you get used to it. So after some time, you don't really hear it that much anymore. But yeah, that's everywhere. Like, there's some noises here, like people are really loud, but I've stayed in Argentina in the past, so I'm kind of used to that, so it's okay. But when you actually go to these places, I think there's a car coming. Let me pause the video for a sec. So I just wanted to get my put this thing on unintentionally. You know, that's the first car I've seen in about an hour. But I hope that I can remember what I was talking about. But yeah, the the sense of freedom is incredible, and that's honestly also something I'm really looking for in life, and not just constantly chasing the success, right? But also a certain quality of life, when you feel that you feel right in that environment. And sure, like there are challenges living in the countryside, but I'm actually from a village myself, so I've lived in cities, but I really do prefer nature, and it's that's pretty much what I wanted to share. So I'm getting a bit long-winded here, but that's pretty much what I wanted to share, like the happiness I feel right now of finding this really quiet place where there's nobody, and it's just marvelous, honestly.